Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Hakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Just want to go into this lesson, which, this is another, Haragma update. And, basically, so we right around the corner from that happening, man. That's why he's, pushing it out there more and more. Used to be, just would be in the underground news. You heard it a little bit, on the mainstream here and there, but it'd be some off, local news stations. Now it's more mainstream. Okay, so what you have here, this is an article that the BBC put out, which this is, a news organization that's backed by the, actual government of the UK. So a lot of people read this, and this is what they're pushing, man. The title reads, "The subdermal implants," which you can see what it says. You got to watch out, what words you say on YouTube nowadays, to get your, your channel clipped. So it says the subdermal implants that let you pay with your hand. So Esau is pushing this agenda heavy. Okay. This is his end game, man. This is, what he wants. This is going to allow him, to have complete control over the population, to completely control every single individual down here upon the earth. He's going to push it like it's something cool. This is a new technology, Every so often you have, advancements in technology that's quote unquote supposed to make your life better. He's pushing this as one of those things as well. This is just the next step. See, first we had horses, we had carriages, then the cars came. Oh, and then we had airplanes. That this is how he's pushing it, man. This is just the next step. Okay, we had cash. Well, first we used gold and silver. Then we had cash. Then we had credit cards and debit cards. Oh, now we got electronic payments. You can tap your phone, but look, you can put it in your hand too. So it says Patrick Powman causes a stir whenever he pays for something in a shop or restaurant. This is because the 37-year-old doesn't need to use a bank card or his mobile phone to pay. Instead, he simply places his left hand near the contactless card reader and the payment goes through. The reactions I get from cashiers are priceless, says Mr. Paulman, a security guard from the Netherlands. He is able to pay using his hand because back in 2019, he had a contactless payment subdermal device injected under his skin. Okay. And they've been pushing this thing, man. You had, One Square Market out there in, if I'm not mistaken, it was Minnesota or Missouri. Probably Minnesota. It was a company out there that encouraged all their employees to, receive this subdermal device. They had a huge party, man. You had the Baja Club, out there in Spain, which if you want to be like a VIP member, you have to, get the subdermal device implanted into you. Out there in Sweden, they're heavy into, putting subdermal devices in, under their skin. Okay, so he's just pushing this agenda, man. All right. It says a subdermal device was first implanted into a human back in 1998. Oh, Salakia. I skipped a little part here. It says the procedure hurts as much as when someone pinches your skin, says Mr. Palmer. And that's how they're going to push it. Oh, see, it's not invasive at all. It doesn't really hurt. Oh, it's just like a pinch. It's the size of a grain of rice. You always hear them say that, man. Speak about how small it is and how, much it doesn't hurt. Because they want people to get this. So they want to remove all, skepticism and doubt that people have concerning, does it hurt to get, this thing put inside you? You see how big the needle is. You see how big the device is. Well, it's just the size of a grain of rice. It's not that big, He said the procedure hurts as much as when someone pinches your skin. It says a subdermal device was first implanted into a human back in 1998, but it is only during the past decade that the technology has been available commercially, because Esau Edom is pushing that agenda. We're at the time to where he's getting ready to institute the Haragma, according to the scriptures. It says, and when it comes to implantable payment subdermal devices, British-Polish firm Walletmore says that last year it became the first company to offer them for sale. The implant can be used to pay for a drink on the beach in Rio, a coffee in New York, a haircut in Paris, or at your local grocery store. Says founder and chief executive Wojtek Prota, if I said that right. It says it can be used wherever contactless payments are accepted, which is pretty much everywhere. And you've been seeing that push, happen very, very gradually. Okay, they've been, replacing the payment terminals at all these stores with contactless payment options. You got a thing called Square that a lot of these stores use, Square and Clover. They have basically the tablet, as the, cash register. That'd be the screen that they'll interact with. And there's a payment, terminal attached to that, which you can stick your card in, or you can tap your card if you have that technology on your card to pay. Okay. And the reason why they've been doing this, the reason why they've been rolling this out is because the end game is to, like the scriptures say, man, he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a haragma in their right hand or in their foreheads. This is his end goal. Okay, so he's pushing this out, man. All right. This is the new wave of payment that he's, pushing upon these different, businesses out here. Okay. I believe Square and Clover, they'll offer you a discount if you utilize their systems within your store. Okay. The fees for you using cards is less if you use contactless payment options, such as Square, such as Clover, as opposed to you getting the conventional credit card readers. Also Visa and MasterCard, the two top credit card companies in the world, they've also been doing heavy research and putting a lot of money into contactless payments. Okay, allowing, doing research and trying to figure out how to allow cryptocurrency to be used with their credit cards. Okay, which is, they're all a part of the same thing, man. When you look into these companies, they're all owned by the elites. So they're the ones that's pushing this agenda, man. This ain't just by coincidence. Oh, see, the new technology's coming out now, everybody's hopping on board. No, the elites are pushing the agenda, man. Okay. It says Walletmore's chip, which weighs less than a gram. Okay, there we go again. Here it is. He's giving you the incentives of why you should get it. See, what weighs less than a gram. It's not even that heavy. You won't even feel the weight in your hand. If you ever held a gram, that is insignificant to, the muscles in your hand, man, and the muscles in the rest of your body. Okay, so he's pushing it, man. It says Walletmore's chip, which weighs less than a gram and is little bigger than a grain of rice, is comprised of a tiny, CHIP and antenna encased in a biopolymer, a naturally sourced material similar to plastic. Okay, and this is a key, word here, a biopolymer. So it is plastic, okay, but the bio, all right, means that, it pertains to life. So, I did a video on it a while back, how about Shimmy Out Shot Will? If I can find it, I'll re-upload it. The material that Salakia, I almost said it. The material that this subdermal device is made out of is made into a way to where your body will actually accept it. If you stick plastic in your skin, your body is going to reject it. It's going to recognize it that it's not, supposed to be inside your body. This is a foreign object, so the cells in your body will isolate it and it'll end up pushing it up to the top of your skin to eventually be pushed out later on, But with the material that this damn devil used to make this subdermal device, your body is going to pull it in because it's going to accept it as something that's, actually a part of your body. This isn't a foreign object. Okay, so when you go to try to cut this thing out, you ain't gonna find it, man. It's actually gonna be buried inside of your hand. Okay, and you ain't gonna be able to remove it anyway because you're gonna need a highly, trained surgeon to do so. Okay, and if you cut it out, that means you can't eat. All right, so people ain't gonna be removing the subdermal device, man. You got a lot of, just demons out there. We'll read the scripture. I know the thought of popping their mind, well, I'll just cut it out, before, the Lord comes back. Nah, man, once you get it, you stuck with it. Okay, because it's going to be your identification. It's going to be how you get in your house, how you get in your car. Okay, how you pay your bills. You're going to need this subdermal device. It's going to play an integral part in your life. You ain't going to be able to cut it out because of the necessity of it. All right, and then even if you do want to cut it out, you're going to need somebody that's a trained specialist to cut it out, and they're not going to be available. It says Mr. Parprota adds that it is entirely safe, which is BS. Okay, the Lord gonna judge all individuals that receive this haragma, man. It ain't safe. Okay, this is the one thing that's gonna, separate you from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai perpetually. It says Mr. Parprota adds that it is entirely safe, has regulatory approval, works immediately after being implanted, and will stay firmly in place. It also does not require a battery or other source of power. The firm says it has now sold more than 500 CHIPs. The technology Wallet More uses is a near field communication, or NFC, okay, or RFID. It's the same thing. All right, the contactless payment system in smartphones. Other payment implants are based on radio frequency identification, RFID. Okay, so it's the same thing, the same technology, man. This is the haragma. It says, which is the similar technology typically found in physical contactless debit and credit cards. For many of us, the idea of having a CHIP implanted in our body is an appealing one. But a 2021 survey of more than 4,000 people across the UK and the European Union found that 51% would consider it. And you got to watch out with these surveys that this nigga does, man. He'll ask a certain group of people, who knows how big the pool will be, and he'll manipulate the results, man. So these could be false numbers. Okay, I don't know a lot of people, or come across a lot of people that are, just so eager to put a subdermal device inside of their body. Okay, now, when all hell's breaking loose out here, you got the economic collapse taking place, and he actually tells you, you got to get this if you want to buy and sell. That's a different story. But as of yet, these people don't want, subdermal devices in their body. They'll do it out of necessity, but if they don't have to do it, they won't do it. But see, this is Esau pushing that agenda. Okay. It says, however, without giving a percentage figure, the report added that invasiveness and security issues remained a major concern for respondents. Mr. Palman said he doesn't have any of these worries. Subdermal device implants contain the same kind of technology that people use on a daily basis, he says, from key fobs to unlock doors, public transit cards like the London Oyster card, or bank cards with contactless payment function. Yeah, the difference is this shit ain't inside of you, man. Okay, and once he puts it inside of you, then he has complete control over you, because you don't get a second subdermal device. Okay, if you got a transit pass, you lose your pass, you could get a replacement. Okay, or somebody steals it, you can get a replacement. Or let's say he wants to attach your identity to a certain transit pass. This number, this ID that's associated with this card is banned from using the system. You could just go get another one. Okay, but see, when you get that one that's inside of you, that's going to stick with you for the rest of your life, if he wants to ban you from anything, that ban is going to be, indefinite. You ain't going to be able to get up out of the ban unless you do what he tells you to do. Okay, so you're going to be, completely controlled by the elites. Whatever they tell you to do, you got to do it. They're going to cut you off. Okay, they don't want you eating meat. They trying to push the narrative out there to not eat meat. You got to, eat synthetic meat. Okay, or eat bugs. You try to go to the store to buy meat, your transaction gonna be denied, man. And what can you do about it? You can't do nothing. Okay, because they're in control of you. They control what you can spend your money on and what you can't spend it on. And if you do somehow find a workaround, to get meat, when you go back home, they monitoring what's in your fridge, man. Okay, you got these smart fridges coming out. They're going to be monitoring your fridge. All the stuff that's in there. They see meat in there, it's going to set off alarm bells, man. And then you're going to get deducted in your pay. They're going to ban you from going to the store, you know? And this is the type of world that the elites want to implement. This ain't just some science fiction, you know, concept that I came up with, man. Let's see here. I'm not going to read this whole thing. It's pretty long. I'm going to read a few more paragraphs here, and then, you know, we just going to hit, you know, the go-to scripture. I don't even got to read Revelation 13 chapter, you know, at this time. Everybody should know that, man. Okay, so I'm going to jump down. It says, yet the issue with such subdermal devices and what causes concern is whether the future they become ever more advanced and packed full of a person's private data. And then, of course, it's going to be. Okay, the move that they're doing is a digital ID system. Okay, and all your information is going to be put into the subdermal device that he wants to give you. Your banking info. Okay, the access to your bank account. Okay, your you know, your job info. Okay, if you don't got a haragma, you ain't gonna be able to work. And if you displease your owners, they're gonna fire your ass, man. You ain't gonna be able to check in. You know, you ain't gonna be able to clock in for your shift. You're gonna go to work, you know, and you ain't gonna be able to clock in because you said something about the elites. You said something about, you know, the way things are taking place, man. You know, the oppression that's being dished out. You had a problem with it, so they, you know, they cut you off from your job, man. Or they just put an exuberant amount of fines on you to where you basically got to work for free, you know? It says, and in turn, whether this information is secure and if a person could indeed be tracked. And they can track you. And it doesn't necessarily even have to have a GPS inside of it for you to be tracked. You're going to use this thing everywhere you go. Okay, so whatever store you enter into, whatever building you enter into, you got to scan your subdermal device. And that ID is going to be registered on a database, man, which is going to be linked to the blockchain. And they're going to have a permanent a ledger of everything you do, everywhere you go, every building you enter into. Okay, every person's car you enter into. Okay, they're going to have a complete, you know, basically like a dossier, everything that you do, places you like to frequent. And they're going to use that to control you. Okay, you want to buck up against it. Well, he likes to go to this restaurant, you know, almost every week. Let's cut him off, you know. It says a financial technology, our fintech expert, Theodora Lau, is co-author of the book Beyond Good, How Technology is Leading a Business-Driven Revolution. She says that the implanted payment subdermal devices are just an extension of the Internet of Things. There goes that word. Okay, that's a buzzword, man. Which the Internet of Things is basically everything that's out here is going to be connected to each other, man, via the Internet. So all, you know, the cars, they're going to be connected to the Internet. You already got that going on with these Tesla cars, man. They're all linked to the cloud. Okay. Your buildings, they're going to be linked to, you know, the Internet of Things. They're going to be connected to the Internet, your smart devices, including your wash machine, your dryer, your toilet, your TV, you know, your house in itself, the door. You know, you see a lot of people, they have these ring cams, which those things are constantly hooked up to the Internet. Okay. So you're going to be tracked wherever you go, man. You get into your car, you got to scan your subdermal device to get into your car. Your car is connected to the Internet. Say getting constant information on your whereabouts, man. Okay, he's in this car. He's traveling, you know, to this destination. Or he got out here, you know. It says saying that the implanted payment subdermal devices are just an extension of the Internet of Things. By that, she means another new way of connecting and exchanging data. Yet, while she says that many people are open to the idea as it would make paying for things quicker and easier, the benefit must be weighed up with the risk, especially as when embedded subdermal devices carry more of our personal information. How much are we willing to pay for the sake of convenience, she says. Where do we draw the line when it comes to privacy and security? Who will be protecting the critical infrastructure and the humans that are a part of it? New Tech Economy is a series of exploring how technological innovation is set to shape the new emerging economic landscape. Let's see, I'm gonna read a few more paragraphs, then I'm gonna go to the scriptures. And I'll leave a link to the article if you want to read it. It's pretty long. I don't want to read the whole thing. It says, Nada Kakabadsi, professor of policy, governance, and ethics at Reading University's Henley Business School, is also cautious about the future of more advanced embedded subdermal devices. There's a dark side to the technology that has potential for abuse. And this is the intention of the elites. They don't want to use this for good. Okay. And, I doubt there's any good that could come out of using something like this. But their intentions are nefarious, man. Their intentions are diabolical. They want to use this for control. This ain't to help you out. This is to make you a slave, a permanent slave in their new world order. It says there is a dark side to the technology that has a potential for abuse, she says. To those with no love of individual freedom, it opens up seductive new vistas for control, manipulation, and oppression. Okay? And who owns the data? Who has the access to the data? And is it ethical to put a subdermal device in people like we do pets? The reason why they do that, they plan on doing this, is because they see you as cattle, man. You're not humans. Okay? You're not people to them. You don't belong to the species called man. You're a beast. Okay? So they're gonna brand their cattle, man. It says the result, she cautions, could be the disempowerment of many for the benefits of a few, and it is gonna be just that. Okay, this Haragma will be the ushering in of a new dystopian society, man, where all you people, you're gonna be on the bottom. All right, you regular everyday people, you're going to be on the bottom. You're going to be low. Just like that movie In Time, man, with Justin Timberlake. You're going to be on the bottom. You're going to slave just to get by, man, while the elites live in opulence. Okay, that's the reason why they want to do away with you eating certain things, man. You get to eat gruel. You get to eat critters and creatures and bugs, man, while the elites have the finest of meats, the finest of the fruits and vegetables. They want all these things to themselves, man. And you being a slave and a beast, you don't deserve these things. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there. I'm gonna just bring this scripture out, and we're gonna wrap it up. Okay, but these are the times that we're approaching, man. All right. Well, you know what? Before I do that, let me bring this out. This time is rapidly approaching. This damn devil getting ready to make his move, man. So prepare your mind to, deal with this hour that's getting ready to take place. This is Revelation 3:10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay, so this time is coming. All right. And this is directly linked to when this damn devil institutes the Haragma. Like it says in Revelation, the 13th chapter, you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell unless you have the Haragma, man. And the way this damn devil has set the society up, you have to be able to buy and sell if you want to live. Okay, you gotta buy gas to put in your car if you want to go places, man. You gotta buy a bus fare if you want to go places. You gotta be able to buy from the grocery store. Okay, so that alone is gonna cause a lot of people to bow down to Esau Edom's agenda. Okay, and that's the reason why it's called the hour of temptation, because you're gonna be tempted, you're gonna be tested. Who do you trust in? You trust in this damn devil? Do you believe that he's the only way out? He's the only way for you to obtain salvation? You believe that he's the one that's in control of everything, that he's the Heavenly Father? Okay, and you gotta appease him, to survive? Okay, are you gonna reject what this damn devil has to offer and stay true to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and wait for him? It says, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. And what do we have? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so you got to hold this tightly, man. Especially in the times that we're getting ready to enter into. Your faith is going to be tested. Okay. Verse 12, it says, him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my power, and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name. Okay, so if you overcome, basically you're going to receive that reward, man. You're going to be delivered, okay, and you're going to be, there when the kingdom is established. All right, you're going to be delivered in those chariots if you're still alive. If you died, you're already going to be in those chariots when Yahweh Shai comes back. Okay, but you're going to be a part of, Revelation, the 21st chapter, when John said he's seen, the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from the Most High as a bride adorned for her husband, which is basically the elect being released out of those chariots to establish the kingdom down here upon the earth. So that's the reward for you overcoming this temptation that's getting ready to compass the whole earth, man. A great reward, okay? Which is the reason why you do not want to take that haragma at any cost, man. This is Revelation 14:9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, which is those nuclear missiles. Okay, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Okay, because Yahweh Shai coming back, man. Whether you take the haragma or not, Yahweh Shai coming back. Okay, so why would you succumb to, the threats of Esau, Edom? Take the haragma, get weak in the flesh, take the haragma, just so you can live a little season when Yahweh Shai coming back anyway. Okay, it's better for you to wait and suffer. Okay, so you can be a pillar in the temple of the Heavenly Father than to bow down to Esau, Edom. Okay, because if you do, you're going to be destroyed. All right, and you're going to be ashamed when you see Yahweh Shai and the angels, man. So all you had to do was wait a little bit longer, and you would have been good. It says, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints, and here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahweh Shai. Okay, verse 13, it says, and I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. Okay, so if you die while, serving Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and rejecting Esau, Edom, and his charagma, the works that you've done down here, those are going to translate with you, in the spiritual world. And the Lord's still going to give you that reward, man. Okay, so you're going to be good. All right, so our main focus is to reject Esau, Edom, man. So I just want to go into that. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai willing. It was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, Shem Yahweh Hakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone.